Hey guys, how you doing? It's Eileen. I'm here for our Thursday live, and it's been a busy day. I have company coming tonight, and it's just like I just was thinking how unusual it is that we have company. I mean, if the kids stop by, they're not staying overnight. But we have our kids from Connecticut driving down after school, and the four kids, my daughter, son-in-law, and their two dogs are coming, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. So we are going to have a fun night. I got food in and went to Costco. I borrowed a blow-up bed, and so we're getting ready for the company. Kind of exciting. The dining room is not done yet, but it will be. Hi, Linda Dexter. Hey, Teresita, Charlotta, Karen, me. I wrote to myself. Who else? There's Brenda, Sheila, Christy, Marion. How are you? You got your stuff ready to craft along. Good. Yeah, this is so easy, guys. It's a no-brainer one, but it's cute. It comes out cute. Hi, Liz and Belinda. Haven't seen you in a while, Belinda. Hope you're well. Hi, Dorothy. Poor wounded soldier here to watch and learn. Are you okay, Dorothy? What happened? Hi, Avril and Isabel. Good to see you all. Well, I hope you're all going to craft with me. That will be fun. Here's what we're going to make. Okay, very easy. Just this cute little tunnel book, and it has pockets on top. I did have some more ideas I want to try. It's kind of, you're in hiding. Why? That sounds like that could be like some kind of Netflix show. The crafter that's in hiding. Anyway, I just wanted to have an easy project because I knew I'd be losing my mind here. Painful cellulitis. Oh, I am so sorry. Ugh, my dad had that. That looks horrible. And my daughter-in-law got it. It was like a spider bite. I mean, I don't know. That's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear. Belinda's teasing. Okay, that's good. Hi, Lynn Trock. How are you? Yeah, it's a fun one. So, all right. Well, let me just make sure I tell you everything. One thing is, if you haven't yet watched the release party and liked, commented, and shared the video, you might want to do it if you want to be eligible to win the set of new products. Hey, Sarah. Oh, I saw your message, and I'm so sorry. Getting over COVID. Oh, I hope that's not too bad. Yuck. We got it after our last cruise. It was not, when we got it on the cruise, we didn't know what it was. But I just slept. But yeah, you're just dragging. Ugh. I hope you feel better. Okay, so my one note is to go ahead and enter the giveaway. I'm going to pick a winner on Monday because we're going on another cruise. I told you my husband is insane. This is our anniversary cruise, and we're going with two other friends from the military who also have the same anniversary. So that's going to be fun. We've known them a long time, gone on other cruises with them. And so it'll be fun to see them because one lives in Iowa right now. We haven't seen her in a while. And my other friend we do see, but it's always fun to travel with them. The brain fog. Yes. Yeah. I have that normally. But yeah, more. So what else? Yep, that's all. I will have internet. My husband got me internet, but I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're going to Italy and Greece. So if we are out exploring, and plus the time difference, it is a little tricky. After I'm just getting ready. Isabel, you're not going to believe, 45 years. Yeah. I am old, but he's a good guy. You guys met him. He is good. I was lucky to get that guy. So, yeah, we had it. It was last week, but, we're all kind of spread out with our anniversary. So it's a general one. But anyway, it's going to be a good time. You just travel from doctor to doctor. That's your cruise. Belinda, I thought you were getting your new studio and all that. Same as you? Oh, good, Sheila. Okay. Very good. High five. Good job hanging in. That's what I say. All right. Well, let's get going on our project. Thank you very much. Thanks, Isabel. What about you guys? How long have you? Yeah, 1980. That's when we got married. Made it. You had your other eye surgery, Leslie. How'd it go? You're on a live. Thank you, Christy. Oh, we'll have fun. That is good to hear that you had surgery and you're on a live tonight. I mean, you're not on it, but you're watching it and your eye's okay. Because I am freaking out about that one that I have to have in November. I don't want to think about it, but still going to happen. Anyway, let's turn the camera down. Thank you, Dorothy. All right, let's see what we got here. Oop. Okay. All right, so this, guys, it's so easy, but if you want a nice, easy project, this is a fun one to do. We all have that extra paper. I don't know why this thing is not staying where I put it. Okay, married in 1999. Okay. Next is stress test. And oh man, I hope you're okay, Belinda. And Dorothy and anybody else who is not feeling well. What a pain. Sarah. We take our health for granted. I do. And then when I, have problems, it's like, I don't want to be sick or not feel good. This poor little hand is kind of floating. Okay. All right, let's talk. All right, so the die that we're going to use is our tunnel die, and I've been using this a lot because it's very handy. Thank you. And yes, thanks to everybody and their anniversaries. I know, Christy, I just sent them. I sent them yesterday. So thank you for ordering. I decided to make it out of the biggest one. Oh, good. Well, thank you, Sarah. Yes, and Isabel, yeah, Jeff is going to be spoiling her. I have no doubt of that. Another one who got a good husband. Okay, let's look through our little book, and all it is just some, it's paper that is not double-sided because I don't like to cover up the other side, but it's cute. I'll show you it in a minute. So I just use a bunch of these, and then I folded it over. So the fold is here. I cut it on the fold. That one I covered because that was the back of my book. But this one is just an opening here. So you can tuck these cute little frames or whatever you want inside. Or you could use these little tunnels. I put one in here because I did wind up with a couple. I was kind of playing around with ideas. And then I took one and I put it on the front. I used some of my little flowers, one of these, just kind of scraps that I had laying around, and add a little bunny. Why not? So that's my little book. And I just think this would be a cute little journal. Like I'm thinking for my trip, so I don't have a lot of stress. Like just take one like this for each day, write something, put all the little tickets and stuff inside, and that I'm good. So, because the last one I did, but it was a big book and it seemed kind of overwhelming. So anyway, these are some of the extra pieces that I had left over that I can add in there. I cut a couple more things, and it's just it's kind of a spring pattern though. So I'll show you what this one looked like. I also had some extra strips, and I made some little library pockets. These I usually tuck tea bags in, and I put them in with your Etsy orders. And I am so sorry, Christy, I'm thinking about it. I had said that I would include a little tiny hand, and I forgot. I think I asked people to remind me because I would forget, but you did get a sticker, and I think something else. So thank you for when you order. That really helps me. Okay. Here is the paper pad that I used, and I liked it because of the lemons. My daughter's on this lemon kick, and it kind of got me. And I have some napkins that are lemons, and I think from Sarah, actually. I can't remember who gave them. But this is the paper, and I still do have a good bit left, but I just took one of each page that I had extras of, and I used them. But you could, use anything. Now, the one that I'm using tonight is a kind of more of an autumn one, and it's pretty. I don't have the front cover of it, but I think that it was from paper. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Usually they put it somewhere on there. It's in New York. They do a lot of like photorealistic papers. Anyway, it's pretty, but these, it didn't have the front cover, but it had, like I was thinking I could cut some of these up and put them inside. And I think it was called Field Notes and paper. Oh, what was the name of that company? Yes, you gave me the lemon napkins. Thank you, Sarah. I love them because they, look at that page. Isn't that pretty? I should do one of them. I forget what I was going to say. And the trees I didn't do. I'm going to take one of these out. It's just really pretty. I'll show you how I cut it. It had the aqua and lemon. I love it. I want to do a project with that. Okay, so here is our paper. And all I did was I got my trimmer and I measured how big a piece I needed. I'm just going to cut this strip off. And what it came out to was I took this piece here, and you could measure the whole thing if you want, but no, it wasn't Paper Wishes. Paper. I went there. It was in upstate New York. Oh, I just cannot think. I'll find it. I think they're still around, though. Anyway, I laid this out, and let me find one that I just kind of laid it out because the cutting blade is here. The surgeon said you won't need glasses after healing. How will I live without your fashion accessory? Yeah, you can get the clear ones, but I just kind of gave a little bit of leeway around here. But what it came out to was I measured my paper to be, 7 by, I think I just wanted to make it easy, 5 by 7. And I just cut it and folded it in half. And that's how I'm going to, lay that on my, die cut machine. And I'm going to put my blade outside the fold so this will, not cut. So that's all I'm going to do. So there's kind of a lot of chopping and all that, but it's pretty easy. All right, so I'm just going 7 and then 5. So I think that would work. 5. Yeah, we'll get a nice little landscape piece here. Yeah, that's pretty. And have a nice strip. All right, so that's all I did. I cut a couple strips and I'll just show you how I put it together. Very simple. And then there's like, you could make a little book out of that, or I don't know, something. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm folding the pattern into the center because when I cut it, I don't want to see the white. I want to see the pattern. These are going to get back to each other. So I'm going to make that be the inside, and we're just going to sit here and cut and glue and do that, if that's okay. The Paper Corporation. No, maybe I have that wrong. That's probably not even what it starts with. It was, I just wish I could remember. I mean, it was so pretty. It was up in upstate New York. It wasn't far from my sister. I can't remember the name of the town. I mean, it was a while ago. Oh, well. It's pretty. Oh, hey, Laura. Good to see you. What are you doing this fine Thursday? I went and saw my friend Amy. She lent me the blow-up bed, and she is like my age and a little older, and she had been out doing a rock garden. I mean, all over the back of her yard, and saying how tired and sore she was. It's like, wow, I wouldn't even attempt that. It looked really good. Okay, so we have a good pile of them here. I just, I cut them first, and then I figured out where I wanted to put them. So I'm just going to get my machine here and, give it a pretty good crease. And then I am going to use some of this maker's tape, because when you have two, it might flip up, and you don't want to lose your place here. Wait a minute, it's got to go that way. That wouldn't do much. So you kind of have to guess where that bottom line is, and just make sure this is outside and try and keep it straight. And I only cut one at a time, so it's a little tedious, but see, I have a new cutting pad. I can't find it. I probably could do two at a time. Oops. Wait a minute. Let me move this in a little bit here. So I'm just going to keep cutting. And there we have our little pages. So that one is more decorative. Some of them are going to be kind of more plain that you could write in them or add pages. Add photos or something. Well, we should just start it over here. How many are you cutting? As many as you want. Your husband has you working on ordering an electric trolling motor for him. He's in Frenching. Steve, come on. This is our time. Last night I did a pajama party because Anne wasn't feeling well. If you guys ever have time on your Wednesday nights, it's just a nice little group. Rebecca Meyer was the guest, so we just chatted, and she showed us some of the rice paper. Marion, I think I did maybe 10 or I don't know, as many as you think. Now, if this paper is a little thicker, it may not go through, and that's another reason why I like this, white paper that not too thick. Like 49 and Market would not work. I don't think that would go through two layers with the thin. Maybe it would if you rolled over a couple times, but invoice for your time once paid by Warcraft. Sometime catch up. Yeah, it's fun. I know, Isabel. I have seen you there, I think. And yeah, they're a fun group. Yeah, well, if you go to bed early, because for me it's 10 o'clock, but I'm always up. And then usually my husband goes to bed around 10. So that I just come downstairs and get out my stuff. I finally finished my Frank Garcia projects. I sent 3 of those off this morning. Very relieved. I always have to keep adding stuff, which is stupid, because then it's more supplies, more stuff we have to do. But I want to make sure people have a good time and class, and we have enough to do. So that's all right. If we don't get it done, then they're fine with that. They'll take it home. And yeah, the look of the new Sizzix Big Shop. I can't wait to get one. But I don't mind this one. The thing that I like about it is how the handle will store in the bottom of the machine. So if like I have to take it somewhere, and I will say when I was driving around, in the UK and I had the machines in my trunk, I did lose the little bolt from the handle here, and we had to, hold it close to the machine because, I mean, you can never find it. It's a tiny little screw. They do sell them. I mean, you could get one at Home Depot, but, anyway, that's all right. I left the machine with the store, so that's all right. I'm sure they can find one. Hi, Brenda. Another Brenda. You're in good company today, Brenda. Your big shot is black and pink. Yeah, Karen, they work. I mean, that's the thing. They will just keep working. All right, so let's just we have 2 more, and then we'll put this together. Okay, so whatever you have, you finally found the screws at Home Depot. Yeah, I just never remember to look. When I would go on my trip in my camper, I would lose them all the time because that poor little trailer was jiggling around all the time. I lost them a lot. So I wrote to him and I said, could you just give me some for the road? Because I know I'm going to need them. And they did. So I think I still have some actually somewhere. Okay, this is the last one. So now you could do this with double-sided, but just know you're going to be covering up one of the sides. But there are a couple things that, I sliced through. See, this is what happens if you don't get it on. But you know what? This can be our front and back, so we're good. Let's see if that's a good. Yeah, that's a nice front. Okay, so let's put this aside. And if you wanted to cut more little loops and things like that, that's easy to do. But let's look through them. Your big shot is around 25 years old. Wow. Do most people know tightening this Allen screw in the handle? Yeah, I have had to do that. It comes with a little wrench, so you can, you can do that. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I love that one. Okay. Maybe that'll be the first one. Then we can do like a plain one. And then I just kind of alternate colors and ideas, themes, butterfly. Let's do that guy, that, and that. All right. So that's the order that I want to put them in. So all I'm going to do. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? You still have the Allen wrench and tighten yours off, and way to go. Way to keep it running. It does. I can tell because mine, I can hear it. Like it gets kind of rattly. So when I hear it doing that, I do that too. All right. I was using this a lot last night. I just refilled it. So I'm just gluing my outer, this is my first page. So I put glue on the back, and then I'm just taking my next one, lining it up. Yeah, it is cute. And pressing it down. And then the next one. And, if you have, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, let's see. I try to line them up because I don't like inking. But you can. And I saved that one in time. But usually you have to peel them apart, and then it's like, nope, I'm just going to ink it. So that's all there is to it. So you just... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. We're making pockets. All right, we'll glue this one together. Shoot. Knew I was doing that wrong. It's like, no, that's not how I did it. That's how I did the cover. That's okay. We'll have a couple solid pages. And what my idea was, see, these, if we left these open, then you could tuck things in. But that's okay. Now look at that one. That one was too close. All right, so I probably need a little piece of washi tape or something there. We can do that at the end. All right, so already I am messing up. So what, if you want to do a pocket here, you would just add your glue all around the sides and leave that top part open right here for you to tuck stuff into. Very easy. And if you line that up and you can feel it, you know, get a fabric tape and stick your, oh, that's a good idea. Top is a pocket, yes. Let's see. Yeah, so in here, you know, you can add stuff, but I would go around. You could trim this too if you wanted. And that is messed up. All right, my other one is better already. Never mind. You know what? We could just take some fabric. Oh, I know what I have. I think this, would that go? Depends on what we put on the cover, but we could add that on the edge, you know, at the end. Yeah, that should work. We did that. All right. I'm not going to worry about it. So let's just keep going here. So let's add some more pockets. You could also close this in and have a pocket going this way if you wanted. But I think I'm going to keep them all like this because having stuff sticking out everywhere is just hard. Okay. So I'm just doing this by feel. You mess up often. You're making your great-grandson's first birthday card. Oh, doesn't that drive you crazy? Sometimes I make it over. He's only one. He's not going to know. But I get that you want to do a good job. All right. So we'll just do, well, we'll do the rest. Now, the idea that I wanted to do, let's try it on the next one, was I wanted to make a pocket that folded down. Allen key, yeah. It's really pretty skinny. And look at that. See, you can see how kind of uneven they are, but you're not going to notice. And I would every once in a while just check and make sure so that you're not sticking them all together. Because once that glue comes out, it might do that. Okay, so let me just get my little scoring board out. The one thing I wanted to try was, I don't know if I want to do it on that one. Yeah, I wanted to make like a little pocket coming down. I only really wanted to do one side, I think. So I'm just gonna take my scoring, board and see how this works. Almost like a little envelope. Yeah, and what I would probably do is get, cut another one and cover that. You could ink it too, but so it's more of a pocket looking piece. And I'm putting it on the back. It doesn't matter if you do it on the back of the already existing book or the page of the next one. Just try and line that up. Oops, didn't do very well. It just seemed to work better when you could line it up with the floor, the ground, and the edge. Okay, I wouldn't do this to all of them because it's going to make that look weird, but I don't know. It's kind of cute and makes it easier to tuck something in. You could also go like that. Yeah, I think I like it this way. All right. So, what do you think? Pretty easy, huh? What a cute little notebook. Or you could put coupons in it when you go to the store. And I do want to say hi to all my Instagram people that are watching because I never remember to comment to you guys. I'm sorry I can't see what you're saying over there. Because I don't see the comments in my feed here. I only see the ones from Facebook and YouTube. So thank you for watching. And I hope you're doing some cool stuff. And if you want to make this little book, it's pretty fun. This is one of the mindless books you can do. Yeah, see, you know what? I don't know if I like how that looks. But you know what? I could just bend it up and that's all right. I could still cover it and that's kind of a nice option. Anyway, it did work, so I can cover that with something. So here's our last little page set. I'm just going to put this last one on. That is a pocket. And then I'm going to cover my front and back. See how that looks. See, they keep going off. Okay. Yeah, I just found out I'm going to miss little Emma's birthday party, though, because I'm going to California that weekend. It's on my birthday, because she was born the day before my birthday, but, oh well. Yeah, that's cute. Marianne got her a little Snow White costume. She had it on yesterday. So cute. These kids. You could cut off the section above the score line, then stick it on the other side of the pocket. Oh, that's true. Yes, that is true. I could do that, Isabel. Cut this off and stick that up there. Yeah. That is a good idea. I'm not going to do it because I'm not having a good day with this. Last night, I was just going to town. It all worked. You know, some days it's like, just don't even worry about it. This one also does not look flat. But it's flat enough. I mean, on the ground here. See how it's kind of a little wonky? Yeah, that's all right. I want to try this little binding thing and see how this goes. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll just peel it off. Get that pretty. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to clean this. And that way we'll cover our spine. Can't really see what that is, but trying to see if that, no, that's not going to be enough. That is a nice thing about washi. Maybe I'll go this way. Well, we may not get the idea of what that is, but that is all right. Yeah. Makes it look a little more finished. And I might put a piece also. See, they're sticking together. I could ink that like right here. So maybe... Actually, lately I've just been using a lot of cellophane tape because it just blends in. But I don't have it right here. I mean, you can do anything. That might be kind of cool. Yes, trying to do a second version of it is not always the best. Although sometimes you just need to kind of refine it a little, but all right, well, good enough. That blends in. Yeah, that's cute. All right. Okay, so we can take, I have this, you might have to cut it down. I have been using these long scissors a lot because they just seem to cut straighter for me. These might work. We could do like a little fold over or something. Oh, wait a minute. I should have gone that way. The butterfly is pretty. I'm going to remember the name of that company the minute we hang up. But I do like to use, I like when they give you the cut aparts because they're just nice little things to use in the journals. You don't have to think about it. And the paper always coordinates. I'm just going to cut them on the roll here. That little pocket watch is kind of, oh, it's a compass. Yeah, that's neat. Now, I might have to like fussy cut. I don't know if these are going to fit. It's be a little wide. Let's see. Well, that might be kind of cool on the cover, actually. But let's see if they fit. No. You know what? I'm just going to cut that. How are yours? How are you doing, Marion? Doing all right? How many pages did you wind? I didn't even count. It feels weird to fussy cut. Kind of fun sometimes if it's an easy shape. I don't like doing the flowers where you're going in and out all the time. It's too much work. Do you guys like to fussy cut? Pam Bray loves it. She's the queen, and she's so fast. But she's fast with everything. She is a fast crafter, and I am not. I mean, that thing for Frank, it took me 3 nights. I mean, I did 3 projects, I have to say. It was one of my... I had an idea for what I wanted to do, and then it turned out it worked. So that made it go faster. You're loving the paper you have? Well, that's good. Yeah, this is pretty. All right, I just think that will be pretty right on here, don't you think? Kind of tells you what it is. Kind of would like to punch a hole there, though, but I don't think I have a hole punch that big. And I'm just going to, I could just chop that whole thing off. I'm just going to stick it on because one thing is I've been getting more decisive because I just don't have time to mess with it. Think about it. Yes, no, just do it. And that seems very obvious to put it in the middle, but I kind of like it. All right. You love easy shapes, but delicate cutting. Yeah, I can't see it well enough. Nice to keep hands busy. I agree. Yes, instead of snacking. Laura, you have a scan and cut. Yeah. Dorothy likes to fussy cut. Wait, let me see who else does. So we have Karen likes fussy cutting. You're not fat. Well, I knew what I was doing, that's why. Isabel is slow. Avril likes fussy cutting. Yeah, okay. Well, we're probably half and half. Sometimes it's fun, but you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might edge this, distress it, because I don't usually do that, but it's kind of dark color. Oh, or I could do some gold. That might be cool. All right, let me get my. Could have gloves. It's gonna be a mess. So what? I'm gonna scoop some out. I am almost done with this. I can't believe it. I never thought I would finish a jar. This has lasted, I think, 4 years, 5 years. I think I'm just gonna go around the edges here, and I think that'll look kind of antique-y. Plus, if I missed, lining them up, that'll kind of, what I might do is just do the whole thing. Why not? I can get a base coat on. Yeah. So what are you guys doing this weekend? You have a plan? It's really pretty here. Climate what, it's like nice. It's not too hot, not too cold. Be fun to do a little trip, but we're going to be getting ready for our trip and just kind of, my husband is going to do the lawn, I'm sure. That's good though, because when we get back, there'll be a million leaves. So he likes to keep it, caught up. I don't know how you ever can, because, he finishes doing it and then there's, the whole thing is leafy. I like this. Luster wax for the win. And, it does kind of have that metallic, that foil here. You meant those other sponges, they had the handle part that was round. Was that the clear snap one? Or you mean like the little finger ones? Because there's lots of them. I have a bunch of different ones, but this one I brought on my trip and I kind of got liking this, so. And this fits right in there, but you can't really wiggle it around, but at least it's pretty big, covers a big territory. So I like that. So my sister in New York is doing the garlic festival this weekend, which we used to do with my mom and my 3 sisters. We would go up there to New York, and you had to have at least 10% of your merchandise had to be garlic related, which, that's kind of a stretch. We did fleece. So we did fleece hats and scarves and stuff. So we had to find fleece fabric or make ones that looked like garlic hats. After a while, they kind of didn't care, but they knew us, but we tried. Yeah, that's cute. I think I am going to wipe this down a little because probably get it everywhere. I think on the front, I'll do a little more. So this is kind of taking a different direction than I thought, but I like it. All right, not too bad. When you can cut that out, looks like like a pumpkin. Oh, yeah, it could be. What am I doing? I'm going to wipe this. because I think the edges of the pages will also be a big mess. But they look cute, don't they? They look gilded. Kind of. I think I missed one. Yep. So that's all I got, guys, but it was fun. Fun little one. I'm hoping I can do some crafting with the kids. Jess and Jason are going to a retirement thing tomorrow, but then the plans have changed like a million times. It's like, I don't even know what the plan is right now. I don't know why, because it's going to rain. They want to do family pictures, so we might be doing that. Anyway. Life with the kids. I think that's a little high, but that's all right. What do you think? It did come out cute. And, you know, I can make some, I could cut that guy too. That's pretty. Or I could trim this maybe a little closer. Probably the corner rounder might help. I can find it. There it is. I think I'll trim that a little bit. Can't really go too much on this one. Well, maybe it might as well. And just make this. How is my mom? You know, I've been trying to call her. She has an iPad, and if they don't hear it, then they don't answer. And so then I've got to call their house phone, and my brother-in-law works at home, and then I'm like bothering him. So I may try her later because she eats dinner at like 5:30. So I think everything is good. Well, that'd be a cute little page. Or even if it's sticking out a little. Yeah, that one does fit. I don't know if I like that rectangle though. But I wouldn't mind cutting them out and just have that hanging out. That would look more nature-y. So, you know, we have a little more to go on this, but basic idea. And I do think that it would be fun to cut some little tunnels like this guy, you know, to cut like a smaller tunnel or this maybe. And we have those trees. Actually, those would be fun. I do have some autumn colored tunnels because Sizzix had some paper. Make a pocket. Yes, a pocket would be cute. Yeah, let's do that. That's perfect. Not there because I want to keep that. I like that. That's already, that's not, yep, that was good plan. If my glue is working, yay. Yeah, that's cute. Yes. Ooh, you know, if I had little dried flowers or leaves or whatever, I could put them in here. Oh, it's not coming off, I have to say. And the butterflies, nice theme. Yeah, now I want to slice that. But let's see if any of these work, because these were some, I already had these cut. I don't think these would work, sadly, but I think the more muted colors, that might be a little much. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's a nice little border. That doesn't really go. It's more of an, well, that one would. But it is more of like an olive green, which we also have. That one got a little flattened, but you know, that might stick out a little bit, but I do kind of like this one there. So let's do it. I mean, these are great little frames. And I made one card and then I had all this stuff left over to make more. Distress the frames to tone color down. That's a good idea. This one I think is not too bad. But yeah, the others are pretty wild. But yeah, a little bit. I bet the gold would. I don't have much on here, but yeah, it does. I don't know if there's any like gold. Well, it wouldn't be bad. I mean, you want it to stand out a little bit. That's kind of nice. Or that. Actually, I'd probably do a bigger one. Would be cool to if you had like a little pressed flower to put it inside, like a little specimen window almost. If you had some acetate. Now, this is really going to be. I forgot. Oops. It's kind of cool though, because it's glittery. Ooh. You know what? I might just leave this opening, the top open, and then we can slide something down in there. So I'll go to the edge. I do have those ones that I dried, the weeds from Stonehenge. Also, my friend that did all the rocks, she was telling me about this book that she had seen about Stonehenge. And I bought it. They had it at Costco. I can't wait to read it. I'm going to bring it on the cruise. Get better. Oh, I should have done that first. Oh well. That's not bad. All right. So I wonder, you could tuck another little thing down there. All right. The orange, that might be a bridge too far. Well, we have this nice. Sorry. Yes. They emboss nice. Yes, that would be a nice embossing to put something in here. Yeah, that even is kind of bright, even though I like it. But anyway, all right. But you guys get the idea. You know what? This would be nice to do. Oh, this color would work. No, I think I used the big one. No, it is a little bright, but again, I can tone that down. So anyway, it's going to be different with all of your different papers that you chose, but if you go ahead and do this, post it in the group, and I am going to be watching because I do have internet, and I'm going to be traveling on Tuesday. So what I might do is record a video, because there is one thing I want to do. It depends on if I have time. You guys understand, I'm sure, right? Emboss the frames, then add luster wax. Oh, I could do that. All right, lots of ideas here, guys. So you guys do it and show me what happened. And I will be in the middle of the crazy kids running around. And I heard K-pop. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's like a Netflix animated movie. And I listened to some of the songs, and they're really pretty good. So I'm sure we'll be singing some K-pop here. Anyway, it's going to be crazy. But I will be thinking of you, and I am sure I'll do something before I leave. Okay? I don't know what, but all right, guys. Thank you. It is a quick project. That's what I like about it. Yeah, I mean, that would be a cute little travel journal. I mean, each day, I mean, I am on a boat, but still, we're going to be, getting out in all the little towns. And I could cut pieces out of white and just write one for each day and say, day 1, day 2, I think this is kind of cute. And it's for the fall. So I don't know how the weather's going to be. I think it's pretty warm. But anyway, I like to save these because Why not? All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. And if you made something, post it in the group so we can see. Marion, okay? All right. And I do have, we're going to announce the winner of the, from the release party. I'm going to announce that on Monday. So make sure you go. And, even if you have the dies, it doesn't hurt, especially with these, to have extras or to give a set to a friend. I know Leslie does that sometimes. She gives them to her granddaughter or new friends that are new to this kind of thing, which is, I think, so generous and nice. And, it's a cool thing to spread the love. So anyway, yeah, it's two different looks, but kind of fun. This one is a little more cottagey or springish, and this one is a little more, I don't know, traveling theme, or I don't know, just different. And no matter what paper you have, it's going to have a fun little look to it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay. Wish me luck. See you guys.